हेलो बच्चों, this is the lecture number 10 of the unit electrostatics, and in this lecture we will solve some numerical problems from NCERT. Question 1.9. A system has two charges QA is equal to 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 7 coulomb and QB is equal to minus 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 7 coulomb located at points A and B, and the coordinates of the points are given 0 0 minus 15 centimeter and 0 0 plus 15 centimeter respectively. What are the total charge and electric dipole moment of the system? In this question, it is given that there are two charges of equal magnitude but opposite signs are situated on z-axis. Since the coordinate of the 2 points at which the charges are located is minus 15 centimeter on negative z-axis and plus 15 centimeter, which is denoting the positive z-axis. Since there is coordinate of x is equal to 0 and also the coordinate of y is equal to 0. So firstly we will have to find out the total charge, as total charge will be equal to the sum of the two charges given in the question. So we can write here the total charge Q is equal to QA plus QB. Since the two charges have equal magnitude but opposite sign, so the total charge will be equal to 0. Now to find out the dipole moment of the system, we have to calculate the distance between the 2 point charges. So from figure we can see that the distance of charge A from the origin is 15 centimeter and that of charge B is also 15 centimeter. So the total distance between the two charges is 30 centimeter, or in meter we can write it as 0.3 meter. To get the value of electric dipole moment of the system, we can use the formula of it, which is P is equal to Q into D. By putting the values and calculating, we get P is equal to 7.5 into 10 to the power minus 8 coulomb meter along positive z axis, since the direction of P is from negative charge to the positive charge. Next question is question number 1.11. A polythene piece rubbed with wool is found to have a negative charge of 3 into 10 to the power minus 7 coulomb. Part A, estimate the number of electron transferred from which to which. And part B, is there a transfer of mass from wool to polythene? In this question, it is given that a polythene piece, after rubbing the wool, acquired a charge 3 into 10 to the power minus 7 coulomb. And in part A, it is asking that how many electrons has been transferred from which to which, means from polythene to wool or from wool to polythene. We have to get the answer. And in second part, it is asking that if there is transfer of mass occur in the question. So what is given in the question? Amount of charge on the polythene piece is equal to minus 3 into 10 to the power minus 7 coulomb, and we know that the amount of charge on an electron is minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Let us consider the number of electron transferred is n. So in part A, we will calculate the number of electron transfer by using quantization of charge. According to that, Q is equal to NE. So N is equal to Q by E. By putting the value of Q and E, we get the number of electron transferred is equal to 1.87 into 10 to the power 12. Therefore, the number of electron transferred from wool to polythene is 1.87 into 10 to the power 12. As I have said that the electron transferred from wool to polythene, because it is given in the question that by rubbing polythene to the wool, the polythene acquires a negative charge of amount Q. So we can say that the electron transferred from wool to polythene, and hence polythene has acquired negative charge and wool will acquire positive charge. Part B. As we have studied in the video lecture that a charge can never exist without mass, so mass has also been transferred in the question, because there has charge transfer from wool to polythene. And we know that mass of an electron is equal to 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kilogram. To find out the total mass transferred, we have to calculate the value by multiplying the mass of a single electron to the total number of electron transferred. By calculating, we get the value m is equal to 1.706 into 10 to the power minus 18 kilogram, and this is the required result. Question number 1.13. Suppose the spheres A and B in exercise 1.12 have identical sizes. A third sphere of the same size but uncharged is brought in contact with the first, then brought in contact with the second, and finally removed from the both. What is the new force of repulsion between A and B? In this question, it is given that in previous question, which is question number 1.12, let the two spheres A and B have identical sizes, and there is another sphere C of the same size but uncharged is put in contact with A first, and after removing from A, C is put in contact with B, and after removal of C from B, it is asking that what is the force of repulsion between A and B. So for solution, it is given in the question that charge on A and B are 6.5 into 10 to the power minus 7 coulomb each, as it is given in question number 1.12, and charge on C is 0 because it is uncharged. So firstly, when we put C in contact with A, the charge will be equally divided into the two spheres. If the charge on A is Q, then the charge will divide as Q by 2 on A and also Q by 2 on C. Next, we brought C in contact with B after removing from A. So again, the transfer of charge occur equally between the two bodies, and now the charge on B is 3Q by 4 and on C is 3Q by 4. So by putting the value of Q as given in question 1.12, which is 6.5 into 10 to the power minus 7 coulomb, we get the final value on the sphere A is equal to 3.25 into 10 to the power minus 7 coulomb, and that charge on B is equal to 4.875 into 10 to the power minus 7 coulomb. Since the final charge on A is Q by 2 and final charge on B is 3Q by 4. So by using the Coulomb's law, we can calculate the value of force F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught QA dash QB dash upon R square. By putting the values and calculating, we get F is equal to 5.703 into 10 to the power minus 3 Newton. Question number 1.14. Figure shows the track of three charged particles in a uniform electrostatic field. Give the signs of the three charges. Which particle has the highest charge to mass ratio? In this question, it is given that there are three charged particles in a uniform electric field, and the path of these particles is shown in figure. Firstly, we will have to find out the sign of the three charges, and then which charge particle have the highest charge to mass ratio. As we can see in the figure, the particle 1 and 2 has been moved towards positive plate. Therefore, these two particles will have negative charge, and the particle third has been moved towards the negative plate. Therefore, it is positively charged. So this is the solution of the first part, and to find out the solution of the second part, we will consider the acceleration of the particle is a, and it is given by a is equal to qe by m, where qe is the force of electric field on charged particles. As we can see in the figure, the three charges has been displaced along y-axis. So let the displacement is s. By using second equation of motion, we can write s is equal to ut plus half at square, where u is the initial velocity of the particle and the value of u is 0, and t is time taken for the displacement s. Now putting the value of u and a in the last equation, we get s is equal to 0 plus half qe by m t square. So we get the displacement s is equal to half q by m e t square. In this equation, e and t are constants in the field for all the particles. So s is directly proportional to q by m, that is charge to mass ratio. So the particle which got displaced more in the field will have the highest charge to mass ratio. Therefore, we can see from the figure the third particle has the largest displacement. Therefore, it has highest charge to mass ratio. Question 1.18. A point charge plus 10 microcoulomb is at a distance of 5 cm directly above the center of a square of side 10 cm as shown in figure. What is the magnitude of the electric flux through the square? Hint: think of the square as one face of a cube with edge 10 cm. In this question, it is given that a point charge plus 10 microcoulomb is at a distance of 5 cm directly above the center of a square, and the side of the square is 10 cm, and we have to find out the magnitude of electric flux through that square. It is given in the question as a hint that consider that square as one face of a cube, and the cube has the side 10 cm. So in solution, we can draw a cube considering the square as one of its face as shown in figure. Now we know that the charge q is situated at the center of the cube, as the side is 10 cm and the charge is situated at 5 cm from the surface and it is perpendicular, so that charge is at the center of the cube. So the total flux through the cube can be written by using the Gauss law, phi is equal to q by epsilon naught. To find out the flux through the square, we can write phi is equal to 1 by 6 of the total flux through the cube, because there are 6 faces in the cube. So flux through one face of the cube will be 1 by 6 of the total flux through the cube. Therefore, by putting the value, we get phi is equal to 1.88 into 10 to the power 5 Newton meter square per Coulomb square. Next question is 1.25. An oil drop of 12 excess electrons is held stationary under a constant electric field of 2.55 into 10 to the power 4 Newton per Coulomb in Millikan's oil drop experiment. The density of the oil is 1.26 grams centimeter to the power minus 3 and estimate the radius of the drop. Here G is equal to 9.81 meter per second square and E is equal to 1.60 into 10 to the power minus 19 Coulomb. In this question, it is given that in an experiment which is Millikan's oil drop experiment, there is an oil drop having 12 excess electrons is held stationary in a constant electric field, and we have to estimate the radius of the drop. In solution, it is given that the number of electrons on oil drop are 12. Electric field intensity is equal to 2.55 into 10 to the power 4 Newton per Coulomb. Density of the oil is 1.26 gram per centimeter cube. Acceleration due to gravity G is equal to 9.81 meter per second square. Charge on an electron is equal to 1.60 into 10 to the power minus 19 Coulomb. Let us consider R is the radius and V is the volume of an oil drop. As it is given in the question, the situation is shown in the figure. Since the drop is stationary, so we can say that the net force on the drop is equal to 0, or the force acting upward will be equal to the force downward. As we can see in the figure, there are two forces acting on an oil drop. First is the weight of the drop vertically downwards and the electrostatic force which is upward. So we can write weight of the droplet is equal to force due to electric field. By putting the value of weight of droplet and force due to electric field, which is mg is equal to q into E, we can write mass of the droplet as volume into density, and the volume of the drop is 4 by 3 pi r cube since it has a spherical shape, and the charge on the drop is given by n into E by using quantization of charge. By rearranging this expression, we can write R is equal to 3NE capital E upon 4 pi rho G whole to the power 1 by 3, or we can say cube root of 3NE capital E upon 4 pi rho G. On putting all the values and solving, we get the radius of the oil drop is equal to 1.04 into 10 to the power minus 6 meter. Your homework is do preparation for the test of this chapter. In that test, everything will be asked, theory, example as well as numerical. Since this is the second last lecture of this chapter, so after the last lecture I will take test. Thank you.